Okay, so I just set up a quick array here. I've got my array again. I just set it with 3 elements in it. And just a reminder that index 0 is the first thing, index 1 is the second thing, index 2 is the third thing. So as I try to output some things and ask the computer to spit out some numbers to me, all right, this is perfectly fine. You should know that that's going to print me the number 6 because that's index 0, 1, 2. So it's going to print me the number 6. Okay, but with arrays, you have to understand that when you try to do something that you can't do, that's where you're going to get an error. Okay, and so if I accidentally do this, this is the biggest mistake people make. They go, hey, print me 3 because they think that's the third item in the list, and they're wrong. So what it says is, it says, go fetch for me index 3, and it says there's nothing there. You've gone outside the array, and you're going to get an error. And the error that you need to know, you're going to see, and you do have to know this error, by the way, it shows up on AP questions and other things, is array index out of bounds exception error. It's kind of long. They do it all in one word, capitals, it's Java, okay. But the array index out of bounds exception error basically says, you have done something with this array that is not allowed to be done. You are outside the array. That's what it is. You are outside the array. So that's going to throw an error. Every time. So if I change this to a 1, I'd be fine. I could run that. That's no issue because there is index 1. It's 9. Okay, if I were to try, just because this looks like fun, -2, well, guess what? That's an error. I'll get my array index out of bounds exception error because I've gone outside the possibilities. Possible is only 0, 1, or 2. If you don't do 0, 1, or 2, you get this error. That's what you do. And that would also happen. Let me show you one more thing here too, because if I were to go through, and let's say I want to print this array. This is a common mistake people make also. I want to print this array. So actually, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a for loop, just like we've talked about all along, to print this array. And I'm going to go I is less than my array dot length, because that is my array dot length knows how long it is. It says it's 3. It has 3 items in it. I++, and I just want to print out the elements in the array, so I want to print my array I. Okay, there's no issues there. I'll add some spacing, just like that, and I'll run it. There's no problems. And again, like I've done every other time, I'd like to take that ln off and run this thing. Okay, 596, prints it. Now the biggest mistake that people make though is they accidentally put like in here equal to. Okay, well you have to remember now that includes the 3, so it's going to go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to end up going into somewhere I can't go to, and I get the array index out of bounds exception error again because I've gone somewhere I can't go. I've gone outside the array. So that's kind of a brief summary of array index out of bounds exception error. You do have to know it. You have to understand when you see it what it's telling you. It's telling you you've accessed something you can't access.